Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 11675 Southwest Lynn Street here in Tigard. Up on the roof going down through a 4-inch cast iron vent. I'm going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running. We're going to zero out here at the base of the vent stack. Goes right here and off we go. This line here would appear, it looks, the way the house is set up, looks like a line that's going to go out the back. I'm not sure if the cleanout's been covered up or if it's just tricky to find. These basement lines are always hard because you can't go into a crawl space to see where the line leaves the house. But the fact that it has a front side main vent, your main vent is typically always the opposite, on the opposite side of the house where the line exits. So most homes, the main vent is on the back side. That's for older homes anyway. New homes don't have them anymore. And vice versa. So. Might have some roots right here. Those are some, if they are roots, they are bizarre looking. I've done 25,000 sewer scopes at this point in my career. They may not be roots at all. It could be some kind of debris. The way that they're stringing out like that and hanging down the top of the pipe is what makes it look like roots, but and I've seen plenty of roots that have had root killing foam put on them where it kind of bleaches them out white and kills them. I've never seen them look quite like that though. I can't tell if we're in a belly here. It almost feels like I'm pushing a big wad of debris through the line in front of my camera. There may not actually be any standing water here at all in reality. You notice I keep running into something. And that might be as far as we get here. My camera's just having a hard time getting past this. Okay, I'm gonna go do some locating here and see where we are. And by the time the line drains out, hopefully we get a little better view as to what's going on. bringing the camera in here. So as you face the front of the house from the street, the line looks like it shoots out the back and then heads to the rear left corner of the property. I am sitting right up against the fence line right now. Just smack dab right at the fence. And so most likely, it's pretty common when you have setup like this, there will be a main lateral running across the rear fence line and or down the left side property line. So my guess is we probably, unless it's a more unique one where the line just keeps on going, my guess is we probably just about made it to the main lateral. And if the line is terminating, it's not uncommon either. Some of these lines that go out the back like this will tee onto a main like any other line. A lot of them will terminate directly into a manhole. So it's possible that you could have a manhole out there that's kind of loaded up with debris, but you're pretty well backed up there. I mean, the line's completely full of water from about 56 feet on. So that feels like a big wad of something went down the line, paper towels or something like that. And that could explain why you have that weird debris hanging down at the top of the pipe. If the line has been backing up, you can get some kind of strange looking debris deposits because the water just sits there and allows stuff to accumulate in locations where it doesn't normally happen. Anyway, that's the turn there I think that kind of threw me off originally. I thought that we hung a turn to go out to the road. Anyway, what I'm going to recommend here is cleaning the line and then doing a rescope to see what's going on out there. And I am going to do a little bit of reviewing of this video at home in better lighting. You're getting some decent buildup there on the flow line. There's kind of a thick ridge in the flow line, it looks like. That right there may be the clean out. We'll see if we come straight back in here or not from that point. Yeah, and I can see down to the base of the vent here. It looks like my camera, it appears to be going straight back. So about 22 feet back, and I'll again review the video at home to see if there's anything else that could explain the tie-in there, but that may very well have been the clean out we went past. I just don't know if it's accessible. Basically 22 feet straight away from the base of the vent, or where the kind of basement bathroom area is. There does appear to be some kind of tie-in. I just don't know if it's been covered up by carpet downstairs or if it's just on the outside of the house there. But anyway, recommend a HydroJet to clean the line and then a rescope, find out what's going on, see the remainder of the sewer line. And I will do a little bit of reviewing of the video at home in better lighting. It's hard for your eyes to adjust up here right now with the sun the way it is. But some of the flow line there under the house, there was kind of a thick ridge going down the middle of the flow line. Sometimes that's just debris buildup related, but when you get cast iron, one of the things that happens to cast iron over time, if any cast iron exists for long enough, eventually the flow line will rot out. It's just what happens. The metal gets eaten away slowly but surely. What precedes that sometimes, though, is channeling. You'll get a trough that forms in the middle of the flow line. That's when you have bare metal. Sometimes you will get a scale buildup layer of rust flake that builds up over the top of that, and you can get a big ridge that forms in the flow line. You go to and you run a jetter through and you strip that whole layer off, and what's underneath can be a channel sometimes, which is just a groove going down the middle of the flow line where the water is eating the metal away slowly but surely. So have to kind of wait and see what it looks like after jetting is done.